good day to our thesis advisor, Ma'am Julie Pearl Brion, to the panelists, Ma'am Marinel Supnet, Ma'am Mary Joy Talingting, Ma'am Rosella Bayan, and Sir Jopet Osorio. I am Kimberly Briones, and I would like to greet you all a pleasant day. We will be presenting our study entitled Effects of Dual Learning Platform in the Study Behavior of Tourism Students at City College of Calapan, together with my group mates, Ms. Hazel Pereña and Ms. Penilyn Mantala. For the Chapter 1 of the study, here is Ms. Pereña.
Thank you, Ms. Briones. I am Hazel Pereña. I will be discussing the Chapter 1 of our research study on the effects of new learning platform in the study behavior of students at City College of Calapan. Introduction. The COVID-19 virus greatly affected the economy of almost all the nations of the world, including education from preschoolers to graduate studies. From normal face-to-face classes, now we call it online learning class, and we often hear the word new normal. This online learning has its positive impact, but has great negative impact on the part of parents and students. Before, parents just prepared their children's food, help their student on some assignments, but now, most of their children's lessons are done by them, especially by the mothers. College students were not spared by this pandemic, so our research focuses on the effects of this new online learning in the behavioral study of the City College tourism students. Statement of the problem. The study aimed to, first, determine the learning modalities implemented at City College of Calapan for tourism students. Second, evaluate learners' perception towards the online learning platform or online modalities, and last, formulate an approach that would positively affect the study behavior of tourism students at City College of Calapan. Significance of the study. This study will undertaken to find out the effects of the online learning platform and to formulate a positive approach to learners that will engage learners amid pandemic. Benefiting the study are the various sectors as follows. The students. The direct recipients of this research are the tourism students of the City College of Calapan. Any improvement in the mode of learning delivery can pave the way of producing better learning and a positive discipline attitude towards education. The parents. The research benefits the parents of the tourism students involved at City College of Calapan, as parents whose children enrolled in public institutions come with the assurance that their children are given education which will make them a functional traditional of society. The teachers. This study will be beneficial to general education teachers and those who are new in the teaching profession. Through this research, they will know how the environment, economic, and technological factors may affect learner. The institution. This study will be beneficial to the institution in which they can improve and discover a positive approach to learner and a curriculum planning that will be based on the students' needs. Future researcher. This study will benefit the future researchers who can use this research as basis for their future studies with my concerned learning approaches in study behaviors. Scope and limitation of the study. The respondents of this study are the 168 tourism students at the City College of Calapan are randomly selected. And now here's Ms. Mantala to present the Chapter 2.
Thank you, Ms. Pereña. I am Penilyn Mantala, and let's now proceed to Chapter 2 of the study. Review of related literature. In this chapter, we summarize the relevant foreign and local literature as well as local and foreign studies. This chapter also gave the researchers a wide-ranging knowledge of the importance of the present study. Related literature. COVID-19 has turned into a global health crisis. More than 1 billion of learners worldwide have been affected, and more than 28 million students in the Philippines have been forced to stay at home as a result of the government's quarantine measures. This situation may affect the students' learning behavior in a positive or negative way. According to United Nations 2020, foreign literature said that the COVID-19 pandemic caused the biggest disruption to the education in history, affecting around 1.6 billion students. Because there are now no signs that the crisis or the massive disruptions to education will end anytime soon, higher education has turned to online learning via recorded lectures and online platforms. Digital solutions require adequate material and effective teaching models and practices, and enabling learning environment. The local literatures, according to Paroca 2020, the Council for Higher Education in the Philippines has come up with the idea of flexible learning. Few months after the initial backlash in the March 20, CHED's chairperson argues that the flexible learning is more inclusive than online learning and does not require internet access. Related studies, according to Dubay and Panday 2020, the current situation in higher education has created a slew issues for student and institution. We must consider some strategic initiatives, but at the individual and institutional levels. Only by changing the environmental structure and functional components of the institution will we be able to win the battle against Corona. Local study, Pastor 2020 Miranda Santos 2016 state that COVID-19 pandemic has radically altered the Philippines higher education system. A big portion of the population had unreliable internet access and few electronic gadgets. Many teachers and students were concerned about the sudden shift to online learning. The synthesis. This research study talks about how new learning strategies have affected students' school activities. The top source of learning since the coronavirus spread not only in the Philippines but in every part of the world is mobile technology or MTech. It has been embraced by educators from kindergarten through college who want to know how to study and analyze the whole year's textbooks, modules, and activities. Not all students have access to the internet for them to pass the course online on their respective due date. It may encourage one person not to continue their studies and may cause stress. The goal of this article is to demonstrate how to identify well-equipped students and how to adjust how to provide and create innovative techniques for them to succeed in school and activities. Technology learning, on the other hand, provides a temporary substitute item for educators to deliver lessons and provide easy access to review and analyze. Furthermore, according to this study, it does not only talk about the education but the effects it has also. By analyzing this type of learning leads to the mental breakdown of an individual. It's also the most affected circumstances when it comes to learning and studying online. Whereas, it's a new object that the country which is the Philippines. Therefore, it is necessary to provide an accessible method of learning for the students' theoretical framework. The SR model of learning states that learning is the outcome of connections created between the stimulus conditions in the environment and the individual's reactions. Behaviorists propose changing the environment and reinforcing actions after they occur to encourage people to learn new information or modify their attitudes and responses. That is according to Brongat et al. 2016. This theory would help us understand the change in study behavior of the students after the sudden shift of the educational system from traditional to the new learning platform. In conceptual framework, we use IVDB model or independent variable and dependent variable. It is consists the relevant of the study. And now, here's Ms. Briones to present the chapter 3.
Thank you, Ms. Mantala. Again, I am Kimberly Briones, and now let's proceed to the chapter 3 of the study. This chapter presents the method and procedures used by the researchers in order to answer the specific problems identified in the chapter 1. Research design. The research method that we use is phenomenological study. It ventures to tackle about the certain circumstances that manifest the experiences of several people's life. Our respondents are asked to explain their experiences as they perceive them. Questionnaires will be used to collect the information we need in our research study. Respondents of the study. Our respondents are from the Tourism Department of City College of Calapan, Calapan City. Enrolled students in the course Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management with a total number of 290 students from which 168 respondents will be chosen randomly from first year to fourth year. Students who are not enrolled in the course will not be included in the study. Our respondents' names were treated with highest confidentiality, so we will not present it here, but the 168 said students and respondents who were all enrolled in the course this academic year 2021-2022. Students may range from 18 to 26 years old, randomly selected and not gender biased. Research instrument. We use survey questionnaires as our research instrument. Our respondents were asked to answer 6 questions about our topic. Validation of an instrument is the construct validity. It means the existence of our construct is manifested by observing the collection of related indicators. Data gathering procedure. Survey questionnaires will be distributed to our respondents. They will be given enough time to answer them. Data information gathered will be maintained confidentially, and the tally of responses from our respondents will be served as the foundation for our study's conclusion. Statistical treatment of data. Tourism students from City College of Calapan were statistically analyzed with the data instrument of the study. Statistical tools and techniques to present the result of the study are needed in a research. In this study, we use descriptive statistics to summarize and describe features from a collection of data or information through survey questionnaires. Frequency and percentage distribution is a display of data that specifies the percentage of observations that exist for each data point or grouping of data points. The process of creating frequency and percentage distribution involves identifying a total number of observations to be presented and counting the total number of observations within each data point or grouping of data points. That's all. Thank you for listening to our proposed study entitled Effects of New Learning Platform in the Study Behavior of Tourism Students at City College of Calapan.